watching posts. They're the critters we love most. A hound in a hat or a cat in a bowl. They steal the show wherever they go. Southern claws and paws, y'all. Fluffing fur at the roll call. A bark, a meow, a squawk, and a cheer. Best friends of the South are all right here. Muddy chins, a parrot talks, a lizard crawls. Life's more fun with Southern claws and paws. Big or small, short or tall, we got room for them all. Southern claws and paws, y'all. Fluffing fur at the roll call. A bark, a meow, a squawk, and a cheer. Best friends of the South are all right here. South, we dress them the best. A possum on a leash, a golden shades, critter couture for the parade. Southern claws and paws, y'all. Fluffing fur at the roll call. A bark, a meow, a squawk, and a cheer. Best friends of the South are all right here.
And here we are, Tuesday, Miss Jen. Tuesday.
Yes.
It's working our way back into work, back, got it going again. It is good to be here. Good to see you. How are the cats?
They're good. They're good. So,
well, I'm glad to hear that.
This just left me, so I'm by myself.
I'm sure we'll be seeing faces and tails here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Welcome to Southern Claws and Paws. I am the Cornbread Man. She is the cat lady. And we're going to talk pets. We're going to continue pet trivia this week. I added a few.
Oh.
I don't have any other. We're going to show our animals for the 3 locations, talk about a couple other things. Then we're just going to talk trivia. Got a little pet news. I got a little video of a deer. And if you would like to have your animal shown, send us a email to southernclawspaws@gmail.com. southernclawspaws@gmail.com. Pictures, videos, whatever you want. And if you have an ad you want to share for a humane society, a rescue, whatever it is, a special need, maybe a raffle, whatever it is, send it to us. We'll put it on there. You never know who's watching that might want to help. You just never know. And so I always figure the more we can get things out, the better. It is warmer up here now than it has been. Today's a little chillier because of rainy, but we're going to be like 70 by Friday. I don't know about you, Jen, what your weather's looking like. You're only about an hour away from me.
It was a little cool and drizzly today. Not bad, but just here and there. But yeah, it wasn't awful. I was in short sleeve, so.
Yeah, I mentioned that because it was very cold, really all across the South. Paul went to Gulf Shores, and he said it was like 30 down there a couple of days. I mean, it was pretty rough. You go on vacation with tank tops and shorts, and you're thinking you're going to be in the water and everything else, and then it's really cold. But the pets, at least there's a reprieve. It's a little warmer. I saw a homeless person Saturday with their dog walking across the parking lot, with them on a leash. And they'll take care of their pets, but they're outside. I mean, they're not, they have a structure, a very obviously temporary structure. I don't know what extra measures they took to keep the dog warm, but it looked healthy and everything. But I was glad that the weather warmed up some, so they didn't have to deal with that. So that's hard on everybody. And I just don't like that. I know most of the country is in bad weather, ice and snow and cold and wind and everything. So they're probably not liking that I mentioned 70. Sorry. I mean, wherever you're watching from, you may be in a state where it's frigid temperatures. And, I understand that. Well, let's talk about a few pets, and we'll put up on the big screen.
How cute.
Is that not the cutest little dog? I
I
never
know he'll get big, but he's still cute.
know. And I like the name Sausage. I don't know why. I do. This is McCamey Animal Center up here. I've never covered this dog, but doggone, that's a cute dog. But it is already pretty heavy, 73 pounds. So mixed breed, male, 6 years, 1 month old. And look at the adoption fee. Zero.
Zero.
Zero. Go get this dog, somebody. It's not even going to cost you the adoption fee. So they took this dog in on December 5th. So hasn't been there about a month. So be a good opportunity. There's the information on the screen.
Yeah.
Sausage says, "Hi, I'm Sausage, sweet, social, and always ready to link up with new friends. I love people, enjoy making pals, and I'm highly treat motivated. I am too. Snacks are the way to my heart. If you're looking for a friendly boy who's full of good vibes and even better manners when treats are involved, I'm your guy." That's pretty cool. Oh man, it's hard to look at that face. I'm telling you.
I know.
Coloring is so cool, like the little spot right there on each eye and the nose area, the mouth area, and then those ears. That's a cute dog. I love it. All right. I'm going to let you talk about this one, Jen.
Yes, actually, this one is from Rome Floyd Humane Society this week.
Oh, I'm sorry. I left the other thing up there, but I didn't.
That's okay. That's okay. But this one is Boots, and they want to know, did you know that cats grieve? And I know they do because I've seen mine grieve when I rehome the cat and everything. It's so sad. Yeah. But they thrive on consistency and nurturing, and Boots had all of that in her home. Her father recently died, and her extended family suffers from severe allergies, so they had to give her up. Despite her sadness over losing her person and her home, Boots is already adjusting well and allowing our volunteers to pet and love her. She is 4 years old and used to a lot of affection and interaction. Her vet assures us that she is healthy and ready to go to her next loving home. And hopefully, y'all will love her and go fill out an application at the Rome Floyd Humane Society and see if y'all qualify to get Miss Boots there. I had two of them. I had to pick which one, but I figured since this one had to give up her home and stuff from her dad passing, we would go with her. She looks like
I understand. Oh. Yeah, I get confused because we have Floyd on both of them. Rome Floyd Feline.
Yeah.
So I glanced. I said, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
But Rome Floyd Humane Society.
Yes.
How cute. Yeah, they do grieve. When my granddaughter's away, her dog, she can't take the dog where her mom's at. They don't allow pets. It's one of those deals. So, she every once in a while I'll walk by the bedroom and I'll hear her crying for her. So it's like, oh,
yeah,
like, you gotta come home. And I can't come for the dog because she don't like men. So I feed her. She'll take some food from me. She glares at me. She gives me the side eye. I was trying to pet her little paws the other day. Kaylee had gotten back and she was all happy. So I took my finger and I put him on her paw. She'd move her paw. If I petted her paw, she'd just move the paw. She wouldn't growl or nothing like that. She just moved the paw. I'm like, well, thanks.
No.
Oh, well, you do what you can. Kaylee said, maybe in about 5 years, she will like you.
Yeah, she'll get used to you sooner or later.
All right, then we do want to talk about Floyd felines, and yes. Hopefully we can update that number soon.
Yes, I need to message Christy tomorrow. I'll try to do that and get that number. Hopefully, maybe they got a number. But I do know, because I saw that they rescued and sent 509 up north to rescue centers to be adopted out up there last year, I mean.
That's a lot.
So,
wow.
Yes. So I do know, I did see that. And I thought I probably had it on my phone to share, but I forgot about that one. But so, yes. And remember, they do have their website where you can go and get shirts and stuff. and they also have their auction going on right now. It
Yeah,
started.
we're gonna put that up, and that is
Well, that's the raffle. This is an
that's the
auction.
raffle. Okay, I got you.
This is the raffle for the cabin for a week up in Pigeon Forge, where you can go and get your tickets at the raffle tickets. I know one is $10, and I forgot. I think 6 is 50 something, and then I forgot what the other one is. But that's a good deal right there. And then their auction is started Sunday and it ends Saturday at 11:59 a.m. And they watch that time, so if you go past that, they'll know it thing. But if you'll go to Facebook at 2026 Floyd Feline Auction, you'll see all kinds of stuff. Today they were still putting stuff on there to be auctioned off, and you just bid on it and see if you win. And if you happen to be here out of state or whatever, and it says it can't be shipped, let me know if you happen to win the bid, and I can get it for you, and we can figure out how to ship it to you.
Cool. Yeah, auctions are fun. It's addictive. Oh man, it's addictive. I have to stay away from them because I'll end up. I get competitive with that. It'll consume you. It's like, no, you outbid me. You try to come in late, and then somebody gets in there, but that's cool. They do that. So yeah, I like that look of going to a cabin too. That'd be pretty cool.
Yes, so they'll draw the winner for the cabin on February the 1st. So we still got just about 3 weeks on that to get you tickets.
That's cool. So there's still time. I'll have to get over and look at that. And I left this up, and there's talking about donations, but I left this up. The reason I left it up, well, one, it's an amazing statistic about the cats. But in church Sunday, we were talking about, in Sunday school, we were talking about, we're in the book of Genesis for a study, and they were talking about, we're around the time of creation of animal, and man and woman, and people always have questions about that early time frame, but people are, had these questions. I said, well, I don't know how fast they procreated as far as the humans, but I can tell you how fast it happens for cats. I'm going to give you some numbers. So one of the ladies said, oh, yeah, they have cats. And they're like, oh, yeah, you got to make sure because you'll be covered up before you know it. So I just think that's an amazing stat that makes more of a problem. I mean, and it went animal suffering. And Rome Floyd, also the shelters, these things max out. I mean,
Yes, and they got a bunch of cuties. I've seen several, and I had several other ones because I asked my friends, let me know, and I ended up picking Boots instead of the other two that were just so cute too. But
yeah.
So
what is that last bullet point? The emotional support, animal registration, and resources. What is that? Explain that. I don't understand exactly what that is promoting there.
Animal restaurant and resources. I'm assuming it's people have their support animals.
Yeah.
And I guess they can help get it registered and everything, and then find resource. They have resources to help you maybe get an animal that's better suited for you instead of a cat, maybe. I did not, until I saw this, I did not know they did that. So I guess like if Kaylee needed hers, to take with her everywhere, like she could take it probably to her mom's if she had a letter saying it was her support animal. They would have to. But
okay, I didn't know there was a national registration on that, or I guess it's national. I don't know. I'd like to find out more about that. That's just interesting to me.
I will message Kelly too and ask her about that, and see what all I can find out.
That's interesting. And then we do have another animal to show, but it's after this. And the cat lady said, hey, let's show this thing. There's some things on here we didn't cover, some things we've covered. Common household items that are toxic to cats, because, they will get into things.
Yes.
I would think that bleach it's probably not good for anybody to be messing with, but especially a cat.
And that's even like using those wipes and stuff, y'all. They're still like bad because if they walk on it and then lick their paws, I mean, I've done it, and I mean, nothing's happened to my cats, but I try to like wipe it down and keep them off, which is very hard, and then wipe it down with a regular wet cloth and then dry it. But they say, to watch them even with the wipes because they can lick their paws if they walk on it and stuff. So,
yeah, that's a good point. Great point. Ammonia. Ugh. I don't want to be around that myself.
I
know. Dish and laundry detergent and pods. Don't want to be a pod eater.
No.
That's stuff we didn't have to. I mean, yeah, we had laundry detergent, but pods is something that we didn't have to worry about forever because we didn't have them.
Yes.
That's that. You add a new item, and you have to think about that. I want to tell you. By the way, I want to tell you what my Kaylee's dog did. She got back, and I was missing. And it was enclosed. It was closed up, and I think it's just that she messes with me because she's not happy that Kaylee's gone. So she'll come grab things. When we first got her, she actually took off with several things and hit them. I don't know. It was a hard adjustment. But Kaylee come and said, "Oh, by the way, I have this energy drink. I don't remember if it was a Dubby that we have here or not. I don't remember, but said it was in a bag and said, 'Have you been missing it?' I said, 'Yeah, I wondered what happened to it.' The dog had taken it and put it on her bed.
Oh,
didn't mess with it, didn't do anything, just took off with it. I guess I kind of not happy that Kaylee was gone." And blamed me. So she came out and took off with my little energy drink, and it had been missing for 2 weeks because we got it the day that I took her to her mom. So it's like, you little rascal.
Yep.
She hid it and guarded it. Absolutely, pesticides and ant baits. I don't know that I've seen ant baits on here before, but definitely makes sense.
Yeah, I haven't seen about ant baits. Even though, if I have put some out, I'd make sure they were under something and they have been able to get them out. And I'm like, no, you can't have that. In our other house, we had ants bad at times. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I hate that. They find a way to get in, the whole colony comes,
Mm-hmm.
Definitely human medications. This is something we really have to watch. My wife had her hands not working the best, and sometimes she'll drop a pill. We have to make sure we find that. I tell you, it's amazing how a pill will take off and travel.
Yes, my mom. I found one the other day, and I'm like, "Mom," she said, "Well, I don't know how it's doing that because I put them right here." And I said, "I don't know either, but we got to be careful." I got 6.
Exactly. And it's like, I say, "Where'd it go?" And she's like, "I don't know." I'm like, we got to find it.
Yeah.
We can't let the dog find it. We got to find this thing. So here we are with cell phone flashlights on and everything else, trying to find this little bit. It's always the little bitty one,
Yes.
The one that can hide. I mean, it's like tiny. It's like it's so little it shouldn't even be called a pill. It's so small. I'm like, what is this? I mean, I can barely pick it up with my fingers, But yeah, you got to be careful with that. Household plants, because there are some different kinds. We've talked about that a little bit. The poinsettias, I know we talked about that around the holidays.
Yes.
This is something I don't know if we covered before, but a lot of people are into the essential oils.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't remember if we covered that or not. That seems like a new one. Essential oils. Pine scented or pine based cleaners. Yeah, I love those things. I love the smell of that, mopping and stuff like that. And it's but you got to keep that stuff up, things could leak, it might even be closed but not closed enough. It got tipped over or something.
Mm-hmm.
Leaks, and next thing you know, you got cat or dog or whatever, trying to get a little taste to see what it's like, getting it on their paws or whatever, or licking it. And so, yeah, there's just a lot of things. And I don't know. This is another thing we can do a lookup on. I don't know. It's really big up in my, well, it'd be big in your area too. But the PFAS and all those different plastics and stuff, and and the chemicals and stuff that's gotten into our bodies through the water and different things that and there's a lot of energy about that right now. But some of the testing they did, our company actually has developed a new test and found out that some of the things, because we have to watch our vendors sending us stuff that has it in there, because it's not good for the environment or people or animal either, and it can get in a lot of trouble as well. So they developed a new kind of test to make sure, and they're sharing that with everybody. They're not holding it; they're sharing with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder, this was my question, I wonder what the levels are in pets, because if it's in the humans, it's in the pets.
Yeah.
Because it's in the water, it could be in food, it could be because the packaging or whatever else. It could even be color stuff that holds stain guards and stuff like that can have it in there. The possibilities are endless of what it could be in, and they're trying to get all those things changed as the EPA is cracking down on it and changing rules. But I wonder what the levels are in, if they're finding them in certain areas of the country. Humans are being tested a lot. I wonder if pets have been tested much. I just wonder. I'm sure they have, but I don't know what the results of those were. But those, the PFAS, I mean, that stands for, so it's a bigger chemical name, but that is definitely, we'll have to look into that, because like I said, it's got to be, if it's in us, it's got to be in them.
Yes.
And that can do major health damage to you, to your organs and stuff. So that's a good list, Miss Jen. I appreciate you sharing that. And then lastly,
Yes.
or maybe not lastly, because we got our trivia, but Patches at Animal Rescue Alliance, ARA, in Donaldsonville, Georgia, serving Miller and Seminole counties. Patches is cute. So they have Miss Carol.
Oh, yes.
They run a great facility down there, no-kill shelter. A lot of people help them and get them the things they need, but there's always needs. And one of the needs they have is people to adopt. So there's Patches if you're in the area. We do have people watch from all over the country and the state especially. There you go. Two cute animals tonight. Also,
Yes.
really three cute animals.
Oh, they got a little black nose. There was a black and white kitten at the pet store that had a little black, and it almost looked like a heart. Ow. Cute.
That's amazing. In my eyes, too. Just sets it off. That is cool. All right. Well, let's talk some trivia. We had fun with this last week. And Jen smoked me because, and I didn't look at these ahead of time, but they're a lot of fun. We went 1 through 11 last week, and we've got 12 through 27. I have over 100 and something of these. It's a lot of fun. I learned. And so if you want to play along, top it in the chat or just keep up with your score, and we'll see what we know or don't know, as in my case. I didn't do horrible, but I missed a couple of more. And I got it in my head. I was flipping the coin there a couple of times. Number 12, true or false, sloths have a symbiotic relationship with green algae for the purpose of supplementing their diet. This is a true or false. A symbiotic relationship with green algae for the purpose of supplementing their diet. It seems like I will have to say true here just because I think they went to that much trouble. It sounds like it's something that probably, but I'm not a sloth expert, but I'm not an expert on anything, but I'm going to say true here. I just think it's a true.
I'll say true too.
All right. Survey says, and it is true. That's according to World Wildlife Fund, UK, United Kingdom.
You can go to, I just found this out the other day from a friend, to the zoo near Barnsley Gardens, and they have a sloth expedition, is that the right word, that you can go in there and pet them and everything.
Really?
Yes. And then also another animal too, the biggest rodent, whatever that one's called, that biggest rodent thing. You can go in there and feed them and play with them. I forgot what his name is, but he's got the little skinny legs and these big old fat thing. It looks like a rat. I forgot what they call them.
I've been by there the first. Well, I've been there when I was younger, but when we went to South Georgia here last year, the year before, whatever it was, we went right by there, right by the gardens. Beautiful. I don't know that I've ever been in there, to be honest, though.
I haven't been to the zoo, but the pictures I've seen from his daughter and stuff, they were excellent. That was part of his granddaughter's Christmas, was going to see the Fantasy of Lights, and then they went to the zoo, and so it was really great to see all the pictures. You get to drive through and everything too, and feed the animals, and then they had those two where you could go in there and pet them and everything. So I was like, hey, I need to do that.
Yeah, and I do know this because Kaylee's been on a couple of excursions for school and Girl Scouts to go to places where you can pet. And I know most people probably know this, and it goes without saying, but somebody might not know. Always make sure your kiddo washes their hands, because you can pick up a lot of different diseases and stuff. You don't want to take that, have it in your car, or take it home to your pets or whatever. They usually have signage up, but always make sure that they're washing their hands real good after doing that. There's a lot of things can happen. Number 13, what's the only mammal that's able to fly? Bat, wombat, or flying squirrel? I feel like I'm out of my element in this one. Bat, wombat, flying squirrel.
A bat flies, because I always see them flying around at night.
They do fly. There is such a thing as a flying squirrel.
Yeah, but it really glides. It just kind of like jumps and glides.
That's true.
What's the only mammal that ate?
And a wombat.
That's that big old bat, ain't it?
I think so.
Yeah, that big one.
Here.
Huge. I'm going to go with just the regular bat.
Huh. And they do fly. I'll stay with that too, because you make a good point on the flying squirrel. I'm not sure on a wombat. So bat. Survey says bat. Flying squirrels are gliders, not flyers. That's what they put. So bat. All right. 2 to 14. What is the horn of a rhinoceros made of? Oh, I've heard this before. What is the horn of a rhinoceros made of? Skin cells, calcium, hair.
I don't remember what it was. Well,
I don't think it's hair.
No. I'm going to go with calcium.
I think it's calcium. I was just fixed to say that. I believe so. 14. Oh, man, we blew it.
Oh.
It's hair.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Well, I learned something. I look at a miss as learning something.
Yes.
I am sure I've heard that before, but I didn't remember it being hair. How many humps does a back-trained camel have? 1, 2, or 3? Back-trained camel.
I've never seen one have 3, so it's either 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'm going to say 1. I just think it's 1. I don't think it's 2, because I could be wrong.
I'll be different. I'll say 2.
All right. That's where you're going to smoke me at. It is 2. I missed it. I overthunk it. Typical of my analytical mind. I'm always trying to think there's something to it. All right. 16. How do sea otters keep from drifting apart while they sleep? That's a good question. They hold hands. They link tails. They sleep on land. Man, that's a dang good question. How do sea otters keep from drifting apart while they sleep? Oh, man.
I think they hold hands because their tails are flat. Right? They got flat tails too, don't they?
Oh. That's a great question. I can't remember. I'll go with
bet
A as well because I
don't bet they
just
sleep
don't.
on
I
land.
think 3 is. I mean, they obviously don't just sleep on land. And maybe there is a thing about the tails. I'll say they hold hands. A survey says they hold hands. Ding, 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 ding. Back on it. 17. What animal is known by the nickname sea cow? Isn't that manatee?
I think so. Sea lion ain't. It's a sea lion. Blue
I've
whale.
read a lot of stories about the manatees in Florida, and I don't know. That seems to have been in the news a lot over the last year or so.
You know,
I,
like when it was so cold down there, they were all hunched together in
yeah,
down there.
I think that's it. I may be wrong. I
Okay,
think a sea
we'll
cow
go to
is the
manatee.
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 Manatee. Sorry, manatee. Manatee. 17. Manatee. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding. Yes. 18. What's the only mammal that can't jump? It's got to be the elephant because people do not really understand just how bad rhinos and hippos can be. Those are fast
Yeah, because
and they can
hippos
do
jump in
things.
the water.
Yeah. It's got to be
Right.
elephant. I've never seen an elephant jump.
Yeah, elephant.
18 is elephant. Yeah. People don't realize how fast a hippo and a rhino are. They're fast. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not saying I know, but I know they're fast. If you're, you just people they underestimate them. They are those are some bad dudes, man. I don't want to rock up on them. 19. What's the largest mammal in the world? Right whale, sperm whale, blue whale. Oh,
Oh, Lord.
I know. Right whale, sperm whale, blue whale.
I ain't never heard of a right whale.
I ain't either. I ain't either. I'm gonna say blue whale. I just don't know. That's a total guess.
I'll go
Total
with
guess.
sperm whale.
All right, 19. Blue whale. Yeah.
All right.
Total
Look at
guess.
you.
I just didn't. I'm not. I didn't know if there was such a thing as a right whale. I guess there is. I put it in here. I just didn't think that sperm whales were considered that large. But I just was going with a guess though. I certainly didn't know. What animal can stand on its tail?
Hey, Barry.
Hey, Barry. What animal can stand on its tail? Lemur. How you say that? Lemur.
Lemur.
The how you say that one? The gibbon. I always mispronounce.
Gibbon. I think it's the kangaroo.
The kangaroo.
The kangaroo. I think he stands on his tail.
The kangaroo from Cameroon.
Yeah, because he can stand on his tail because he kicks with his back feet. A kangaroo.
That's a good point. I'll stay with that on 20. Kangaroo. Somebody says yes, kangaroo. Yeah, I love it. Let me make sure I get this where I can see the others here. Uh-oh. Let me get back to we're on number 21. 21. Okay. 21. All right. What animal is covered by quills?
Porcupine.
Yeah, it's porcupine. 21. Yes, porcupine. Yeah. What is a pangolin? I don't even know what pangolin.
I don't know what a pangolin is.
I mean, I know what armadillo is, but a pangolin.
Yes, we have them.
Yeah, they're out here. People have brought them out here, and you'll see them from time to time. Which dog crossbreed isn't real? I have no clue. Pomsky, Cockapoo, Camperdoodle. C just sounds like it's fake. Camperdoodle.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of. I think the first two, because that's a Pomeranian. I'm not sure what it's mixed with, but it's Pomeranian something, and then a Cocker Spaniel and a Poodle probably. So I say C.
Yeah, it just sounds fake. Camperdoodle. 22. Yes, we got it. All right. 23. What kind of turtle can't retract into its shell? I didn't know that there was such a thing. Pangolin is a anteater, a spiny anteater. Okay, that's what Barry says. I didn't know that.
Me neither.
Well, we're here to learn, and this is definitely teaching us something.
Yes.
So what kind of turtle
Turtle.
can't retract into its shell? Red-eared slider, a sea turtle, or a snapping turtle? I know snapping turtles can.
Yeah, because I've watched them.
I don't even know if I know what a red-eared slider is. I don't even know
Yeah,
what.
I don't know what it is. And the sea turtle, I've seen them out, and I've seen all kind of TV shows, but I don't think I've really ever seen them put their heads in. But
I haven't either. I would say sea turtle because I'm not even sure what A is.
yeah, all right, we'll go. I'm sea turtle.
20, that's 23. Sea turtle, yeah. We reasoned it out. 24. Which crocodile is the largest reptile in the world? Saltwater crocodile, Nile crocodile, American crocodile. Dang it.
I don't know. They all look pretty big to me.
Yeah, I don't want to be around one. I become lunch. I'm going to go with some American patriotism here. I'm just going to say American crocodile.
All right, I'm gonna go with so I can't even talk tonight. Saltwater.
Saltwater crocodile, American crocodile. Okay. 24. Saltwater crocodile. Hey. Interesting. What kind of animal is a Komodo dragon? Dragon, lizard, alligator. Well, it's not an alligator.
What kind of animal is a Komodo dragon?
Oh, man. Well, I think it's a type of lizard, right?
Yeah, I think a lizard because, yeah, lizard.
25. Lizard, yes. Yeah, they can't fool us. All right, here's an interesting 26. True or false? Snakes shed their skin more than as they age. Shed their skin more as they age.
Hey, Jerry.
Jerry said, hey. Sorry, bro. It's a lizard.
It's a lizard.
True or false? Snakes shed their skin more as they age.
Huh.
I'm going to say false on that myself. Although I bet there's some humans that wish they could shed their skin as it starts aging and have a new set underneath. I mean, I could be wrong here. I just think that's false.
I'll say true.
26. False.
Ah.
Younger snakes will shed every 2 to 3 weeks, while older snakes may only shed twice a year. Yeah.
Ah.
Total guess. But I was thinking about, I actually had part of that in my head. I was thinking that when they're younger and more active, they probably would shed more because, when they get older, they probably don't move as much or whatever.
Yeah.
We need some humans to shed their skin because they're hiding behind it. They're not nice people.
Jerry
Jerry says they shed their skin in the spring and autumn. Okay, didn't know that. I don't know that I've ever seen one shed its skin. I've just always seen the shedded skin. I may have saw it on a Animal Kingdom kind of show one time. Maybe I did, but like up close, no. Why do they shed their skin? Is it just to keep? I mean, it's got to be a reason. I mean, what's the purpose? I mean, other than having fresher skin, skin's getting old. I mean, it's deeper than that. But why do they shed their skin? Why? That's my question. Which lizard can move its eyes independently? Now that's kind of creepy. I think that's somebody from West Virginia. No. I've seen some old boys up there look like they can move their eyes independently. A horned lizard, an African fat-tailed gecko, or chameleon. Oh, I've heard this. Horned lizard, African, the fat-tailed, the gecko. That's sad. You're called fat-tailed, African fat-tailed gecko, or a chameleon can move its eyes independently. They really can watch you wherever you move.
Yeah.
If there's two of you.
I'm gonna go with camellia.
Barry says chameleon. That's the only one that I could think would be like this because they have some unique qualities about them
Yes.
already. And so 27, we're saying chameleon. And the answer is Jerry says they will rub it against small trees or stiff grass. Okay. I get that, Jerry, but it's shedding because they've torn it. Is there not a deeper reason for shedding your skin? I mean, the snake? I don't know. All right, 27. The answer is chameleon. Yes.
Yay!
We did pretty good, really. We only missed a couple.
I missed three.
Yeah, I think I missed three. Yeah. But we had a few more in here this week. So
Yes.
it's a little more. I hope y'all enjoy doing that. We're going to have these every week for the next few weeks. I've got quite a few, and I like the learning. I think it's pretty cool. And actually, it's been dang tough. I have found out I don't know what I think I know, which is for most things, really. They shed their skin to allow for growth and to maintain their health. They shed their skin. Well, okay, that makes sense. They're getting bigger, fatter, longer, and to maintain their health. And I guess as they get older, they're not changing size, so they don't need to shed as much. There you go, Jerry.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was thinking like when they're growing, they'd be growing out of their skin. So
Yeah, I mean, I did not know that. That's fascinating. You know, are you a snake knowledgeable person? Oh, she's
sorry. Yeah, I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good.
Trying to figure out how to pick something for Mama's supper.
No, you're good. I just saw you talking. I thought, did my sound go out? I'm not hearing you.
No. They're okay. I can do without them. I had a friend of mine. I could not imagine her with a snake, but she had one, and she like loved this thing. And I'm like, really, Shanda, a snake? And then my other friend, she got several lizards. She's got the dragon lizard, and then she's got that big old black lizard. He's mean.
That's true. It is true. I had to get used to that because I thought, is that just me? I wouldn't want, he does, Was he born that way, or was that something because of his, I don't know how that happens, the wandering eye, I just wondered if it was something that was an affliction or something that happened. I didn't know. Let's watch it's just a little short video.
All righty.
About a deer who got its head stuck in a bag. Let me get up on the screen. Hang on. Cats like lizards. Tasty. All right, here we go.
Mine chased them all the time and broke their tails off. The ones outside did.
Let me share screen here. Let's see if we can't watch this. This deer had this thing, his head shoved in there pretty good.
No. Oh, bless it. Dog food. Say thanks.
What are you doing, dude? That was wild. How much it was trapped. I know it's just because of the way that it, it just closed in around his head, so it has to go around the wider part. But yeah, you leave those things out, they'll definitely do it.
Yes.
And I know in this.
Oh my goodness, Jerry.
You got to understand, this Bible school is filled with men who like to have a good chuckle and a laugh and give each other a hard time. And this fits right in line. Trust me. They're all a hoot. We're all a little not too far off the same age. There's some that's a little older, but at the Allatoona Dam Welcome Center, when they originally built the dam, 2 deer got their horns stuck and fell to their death. Wow. Barry is a wealth of information. The antlers were stuck.
Oh.
And it's very dangerous to try to pull them apart. You can get hurt. You get killed. You have to be really careful with that. I've watched several videos of people doing that when they were out hunting and find different ones that are horned animals and got stuck together, or in a fence line or something like that, and just couldn't get loose, and they start getting frantic like we do. We start anxiety, panicking, or if we're stuck or something, and so what'll happen a lot of times, they wear down. They're just wore out. If you let them wear down a little bit, they'll just sit there because they're just give out. And finally, if you can do something, then they're not going to do anything because they're tired, just trying to rest. But if you wait too long, they could die. So you have to. It's catch-22, I guess. But it's animals in the wild. And I know people that are, a lot of people that are animal lovers. One of the things that, especially for cats, small dogs, and I know that we've never talked about this on the show, I don't think. I just thought about it. But it is those plastic holders for bottles. And what she would do is cut those up when she threw them in the trash, because they can end up on the ground or sometimes even in waterways. And animals will get themselves stuck in those things. And they're actually really strong. So she would, at work or home, she would take scissors and, I'm talking about, carries like a 6-pack. She would cut those up because there's been animals got themselves stuck in there and couldn't get out. It might be a bird. It might be a cat or a dog, duck. And so it's really bad. It's not good for the environment either. Obviously, it's plastic, but it can be deadly for animals.
Yes.
That and there's tons of things like that, things they can consume or eat on, like those little. I don't think it's good for them to. I'm sure it's not good. I don't know if it's deadly, but those little shipping peanuts, or whatever they call them, I don't think that's good for them either. And a lot of people just throw them things around, and animals will eat those.
Yes.
Jerry says hold on, let me go back. I missed one. Barry says, I've heard that deer can die of stress within 12 hours. That's why they can't just capture deer and put them in a truck or something. Jerry says we had to get hung up and couldn't get loose from each other, so I helped them. There was dinner on the ground.
Oh.
Jerry helped them. It wasn't cats.
No, but
it was some deer. Well, he said too, he didn't say what it was. He was very sly how he put that. I'm thinking it's deer. It could have been something else. Goat.
I'm hoping he's not eating cats.
No, it wouldn't be cat. No. No.
Jerry.
No, Jerry's into some real beef.
I know.
I've been 2 pigs. Jerry's just out there helping them out, making sure they're taken care of. But when you're, I think every kid has come up and saw a wounded animal. And, there's protocols to some of that stuff. What, danger to yourself or danger, from bites or whatever.
Oh, Jerry, no.
Jerry's back to his old self. So he got out of the hospital.
Yes.
They've rebuilt him. He's like the $6 million man, and he's faster. He can jump now. He can go. He's spiffy. He's preaching again. He's ready to get out there. So he's been saving all this up. He ain't got some days. He's ready to rock. But you got to be careful with wounded animals, and so get professionals and let you just really know what you're doing. I've saw some videos where I thought some guys were really close to getting bad hurt, just trying to help animals, big animals that were caught
Yeah.
up in something or injured or whatever. You just got to be really careful when you're doing stuff like that. Those their mechanisms, their survival instinct comes into play. Everything in Georgia will stick, stab, or bite you. That's not to touch anything. Well, there's a lot of things. I mean, and certain animals have stingers or things that can put some poisons in you or toxins or whatever they use for defense. And it's not out of the realm to say that in a worst case situation you could die, but at very least you're going to get sick. You're going to get sick, and you're going to have a bad few days. What scares me is those. Back in the day, I don't know how prevalent they still are, but the African bees. It's bad enough to get stung by some regular bees, but them super bees, killer bees, they call them, those things mess you up. If you was out mowing the grass and you hit a nest of those, I mean, there's been stories about people dying on their lawnmower. I mean, they just stung them so bad they couldn't even move. I mean, they just died, poisoned out. Shut their heart down or something. But yeah, I got hit by yellow jackets once. I mean, when I was a kid, bad, like 27 bites.
Oh.
We didn't know it. We hit a nest, and they jumped me. I know that. Back in those days, we didn't have 911. My mom was causing a poison control number, and she was still killing them. They were in my shirt and everything. We had to rip the shirt off, and she counted how many times I were bit, and they told them, they said, after this long, he's probably fine. If anything happens, take him to the emergency room. But if he's bit 27 times and he's still standing there talking to you, he's probably okay. Put things on him. She gave him some pointers, and I was fine. But to get hit like that, I mean, if you were allergic, you'd be dead. Jerry, deer look so peaceful, but they are wild, and their hooves will gut you in a heartbeat, and the antlers will go completely through you. That's important. And Jerry, some of our northern friends that come down south, they don't understand, the tourists, they don't understand how dangerous, and it's probably not just northerners, but there are some, I've seen them, they don't understand the danger they're in getting close to wildlife here. And I guarantee you, every time you go to Cades Cove, you can see that up in the Smokies.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of tourists.
There's a bear. Let me go and see it.
Go see it, take a picture with it, get the selfie. They just are oblivious to the dangers that they're getting into by being around wild things, and you just don't want to mess with them. I need to get the video from Paul. Paul was at him and his wife and grandkids. They were at a national park somewhere, and they have wild horses, and they have miniature horses, and they're sitting there taking a video. They were just video. And you're not supposed to feed them, pet them. I don't think you're ever supposed to feed any of those animals in those parks anyway. But here, you're not to try to go pet them or anything like that.
No.
He's got a video of it. The little horse comes up. They're sitting down, comes up and starts licking him, rubbing on him, just playing. And he's just like, wow. He's got a video of that. I'll have to get it for the show. It's the coolest thing. He's also got a picture of a monkey on his head. He's gutsier than me. I'm just not letting a monkey sit on my head.
Yeah.
I don't know where they were at that happened, but a monkey on the head. Oh. I would just be thinking about something like, it might be their time to relieve themselves, and I wouldn't want the monkey on my head. I just got to be honest.
No.
It's bad enough when birds are flying over. They target you. I wouldn't want to put the monkey right on my head. It was acceptable where they're at. I mean, it was some places, you can get interactive with animals. I mean, but there's a picture of that monkey on his head. I've got that picture. I don't have the video. I need to get the video. We'll get that. I'll try to get that for next week and get it put up. But what is the wildest animal you've ever been around, Jen?
Oh Lord. I mean, of course, I've been to the zoo. It might help Pastor Gross. fed the giraffes. So.
Okay.
But
I can just see it now, Jerry. Somebody would claim that it helped their hair grow, and all the rich people would be going out and trying to order them some monkey crap.
Need some monkey crap.
Oh. What was it last week in the trivia? We had the color of a kangaroo's tongue. Wasn't that it?
Yes.
And it was, what was it? Was it
Purple.
pink? Purple.
Purple. It had blue, purple, and pink. And it was purple.
I'm thinking, I've never been up close enough to their mouth to see what color it is. I mean, they do bend it down sometimes to eat, but most of the times they're just going along.
Yeah.
It is. I know it's a catch-22. It's a lot of pros about it and a lot of negatives about it to go to the local zoo. I think I would like to go more to a place where you could roll through with your car and just have the windows up, or cage, and let them be freer. I know they try to recreate the wild, but it's only so big. And there's a lot of people that are purists. I mean, they just think we should never put animals in zoos. And there's also been mistreatment and stuff. But on the flip side of that, you do get to get up close to them. So, and maybe they're in a bad area where they would have died anyway, because some places they hunt animals out and they just don't care. And so at least you could say we have a safe place for it. So I get it. It's kind of you remember Willie B in Atlanta?
Yes.
Big, he died several years ago, but Willie B was there for a long time.
Yes, he was.
And he was, I forget his story, but I think he was like a rescue or something at one time. And he stayed at that Atlanta Zoo his whole life, or just about his whole life. Willie B. I don't know how he got the name. I would never want to be the one that has to go in there and take care of them. I know they take protocols, but that's some very strong creatures. Is the monkey, the smallest to the biggest, they can do mass damage. Yeah. And sadly, there's been people that have had their faces just torn off by monkeys. I don't get why these people thought they could have a pet monkey in the house and it was forever going to be safe. Anything can set them off. They have that wild instinct, and it could be another pet. It could be a sound. It could be a smell. It could be anything. And there's been some tragic cases of death and or mutilation of face, hands. Don't play with them. I mean, that's wild is wild. Don't want to do that. Mm-hmm. Or walking up on a grizzly out in the woods. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near a grizzly. Good Lord. And nowadays they want to go up and camp around the polar bears. Bad news.
No. Bad
news. There's been more than one to die thinking they're going to get one with the polar bears. Stupid. I have a picture of a 450-pound black bear myself that I helped a park ranger tote out of the woods after he tranquilized it.
Oh,
hey, send that to me, Jerry. I'd like to see that. 450 pounds. Cool. Yeah, I mean, after you tranquilize it, you got to get it out.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll put that up next week if you're able to get that to me. I'm able to find that. That's cool. Well, we are bumping 7 o'clock here. It flies by. Next week we'll have trivia and we'll have more pets to look at and videos of pets in the wild, and we'll do it all again. Thanks for watching. We appreciate everybody. Give us a like, follow, share. Send us out to other people that may be pet lovers. We just want to be a resource. We have fun. We like to cut up, but we take it serious and help get some pets adopted and show your pets off to the world and let the world see how cute your pets are or unique pets. We still have many, many, many tops that we haven't seen or shown on here. So it doesn't matter. Just let us know and we'll do it. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you.
Let me get the song ready and we'll let you get out of here. All right, here we go.
All righty. See y'all later.
Post. They're the critters that we love most. A hound in a hat or a cat in a bowl. cheer, best friends of the South are all right here. The rooster crows, the ferret spins, a piglet grins with muddy chins, a parrot talks, a lizard crawls. Life's more fun with southern claws and paws. Big or small, short or tall, we got room for them all. Southern claws and paws, y'all, fluff and fur at the roll call. A bark, a meow, a squawk, and a cheer, best friends of the South are all right